Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got again breaking news out of Craven County where a manhunt is underway. We go live right now to Stephen Glover, who is live at the scene. Stephen, give us the latest. What have you heard from deputies as far as the current status of the manhunt?
Well, Charlie, as we know as of right now that the Dominique Conley is still at large, where law enforcement all throughout Vanceboro are still looking for him. And actually, we just got word that, well, now the scene kind of cleared up a little bit, but right behind me, there's multiple different law enforcement vehicles parked right outside this home off Main Street in Vanceboro, where sheriff deputies were seen coming out of the woods. And that was just moments ago. So.
All right, so Stephen, as far as what police are looking for, you said that there has been a lot of police cruisers and unmarked cars kind of around the area. Is that affecting traffic at all? Should citizens around the area be concerned? Is this going to make it more difficult for them to just get around with their everyday lives on a normal Thursday?
I wouldn't say so, because many other law enforcement vehicles that I've seen, they kind of been parked out of the way of the road, parked in various locations, undisclosed locations as well. So.
All right, and then another question: what is the approximate size of the area that police are searching? How big is this?
Well, Vanceboro is a pretty large town. You get the downtown area that's quite busy, where a lot of unmarked and even marked vehicles are seen located. But you also have the different outskirts of Vanceboro as well, where there's plenty of wooded areas. So, and even driving out here, I see a lot of marked vehicles out this way as well. So it's a pretty big area for law enforcement to cover, especially coming out of Havelock. So I'm not quite sure if they're down there just yet, but.
All right, thank you so much, Stephen. One last question before we go. Again, what should those in Vanceboro be doing right now? Say, they wake up, they find out that, all right, schools have been closed because of this manhunt. Should people just, stay inside, hunker down for the time being?
Well, from the Craven County Sheriff's Office, they're just asking for anybody to provide or help with information to the sheriff's office. But I actually spoke with a resident who didn't seem too concerned, but from what she told me is that she's keeping her head on a swivel, especially downtown Vanceboro. So as of now, I would just go on with your day in Vanceboro, but just search around, keep your head on a swivel, like she's resident told me. So that's what's going on here.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Stephen. I appreciate the update, appreciate the report. We'll be checking in with you later on tonight during our shows, I'm sure, at 4, 5, and 6. But also, if you'd like to catch up more with Stephen, you can catch him coming up at a live report at noon. Again, thank you to Stephen for being out there and joining us. As far as your weather forecast goes, we continue to keep an eye on the skies. We're seeing, again, rain showers pulling away from eastern North Carolina as we speak. Here's a look at your visible satellite. And, of course, the big feature there that just draws the eye immediately is obviously Hurricane Melissa. Still a Category 2 hurricane. It has, at least at last checked, 105 mile per hour maximum sustained winds with gusts up to 120 miles per hour. Now, more importantly, the northeasterly movement is over 20 miles an hour. That is great news for us, because what you see here is our coastline, there's no landmass between us and Melissa. So all of the wave energy that is generated by Melissa here over the next 24 hours will be wave energy that reaches our coastline. And again, we've lost several houses so far this week to beach erosion, to waves, to the winds that we have seen pummel the coast. This is not something we need more of. And unfortunately, Melissa will be providing us that unfortunate beach erosion reality again for today. The good news is that it should only be for just today. By tomorrow, I think certainly by tomorrow afternoon, Melissa's central core, the center of the system, going to be far enough north to where that wave energy not expected to reach us. Here's a look at what rain showers are doing right now. Again, continuing to slowly pull off the outer banks, and that will leave us with, again, clearing skies through the rest of the day. Zooming in a little bit closer, you can see that most of eastern North Carolina right now is actually trending pretty dry over the next several days, and that's exactly what we're going to see. We're going to see a continuation of that dry weather. Slim chance of maybe a stray drop late tonight, but I'm not putting that on your 8-day forecast. Friday, very sunny from start to finish, and here we go, 6 o'clock Friday. You know what that means? That's trick-or-treating time, and we may see a cloud go by, but that's it. That is it. It is going to be chilly out there. Temperatures will be falling tomorrow night, all the way down into the low 40s by the time we wake up Saturday morning. Trick-or-treat temperatures, though, likely in the 50s. Here's what it looks like outside through our sanitary restaurant cam in Morehead City. 66 degrees. It comes with a westerly breeze at 8 miles an hour, but you can see blue off in the distance. We are going to be seeing far more of that blue later on this afternoon. I know it's been a very gray start to the week, but not to worry. We will be again breaking out with plentiful sunshine over the tail end of today. Some areas are kind of seeing that already. Greenville right now enjoying 63 degrees, west-southwesterly wind at 14 miles an hour, and some blue overhead. Here's a look at temperatures across the board. Most of us in the mid to upper 60s. Stumpy Point's out there waving at us saying hello at 71 degrees. Enjoy it for those of you watching around mainland Dare County. As far as winds go, southwesterly wind right now, keeping that heat present in the east, likely getting into the upper 60s today because of that heat and, of course, the sky conditions that come with it. But later on this evening, again, those temps will be crashing back down into the 40s. Looking at the upper 50s by the time we reach 7. As we head towards midnight, dropping down into the low to mid 50s. From there, again, we will see overnight lows drop all the way down into the upper 40s. But it's tomorrow evening that we're more concerned about the chill because it's obviously Halloween. 5 p.m., 62 degrees. By 7, should be around 57 degrees. And by 9, around 54, 53, maybe 52 degrees. 9 p.m., we'll see a little bit more variance in our air temperatures across eastern North Carolina. So if you are watching a little bit closer to the water, understand that you're going to be a little bit warmer. If you're watching closer to I-95, you will end up being a little bit cooler. Now, everybody gets to roll the clocks back on Sunday. Hopefully that gains you an extra hour of sleep. Regardless of your sleep pattern, hopefully you remember to change the batteries in your smoke detectors. Also, remember to vote by next Tuesday. We've got some rain showers that will be present Monday and Tuesday of next week. So if you can early vote, that way hopefully you can dodge the crowds and the rain. Well, that's all we have time for today's 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather right here on the First Alert Desk coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your Thursday.